Good morning, traders. Good morning, good morning. It is that time again. Hey, Squid. Hey, Daryl. Morning, Tim, Jay, Tom, Capital. Everyone piling in. Thanks for saying what's up as you guys are coming in. We got some absolutely thrilling price action today. Market clearly moving. So much movement. ERP, good morning. What's up, Alberta? So, yeah, looks like we have a pretty clear range, if you couldn't tell. Not a lot of movement overnight at all. Holy cow, Alberta, battling a kidney stone and you're trying to trade? Jeez Louise, dude. I'm gonna make an attempt at your name, Garo. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the feedback. Glad to have you around. Yeah, that's not a good mixture, Alberta. Kidney stones, narcotics, the market where you can lose thousands of dollars in an instant. Something about that combination doesn't sound right. Gerio. Okay, Gero. O sound at the end. Like Gerio. Oh, Gero. Got it. Got it. I'm with it now. Our good buddy, the Nasdaq, same situation. Market is open now. Let's see what today has in store. Likely not a lot, but we shall find out. Ricardo, buenos dias. Good morning, sir. Well, hoping to see some sort of movement outside of this area. Today may be a no trade day, guys. Today may be a leave early, go enjoy the day kind of day. As we've been talking about, there's really not much to fuel the market until September. For the rates. The only thing that has a very slight chance is Nvidia earnings after the close today. So doubt that we'll get a big market move leading up to that. Of course, anything can happen, but most likely scenario is that we chop around. And yeah, I mean, Nvidia expected to post big numbers on earnings. But who knows if that'll lead to a full out market breakout or breakdown. See if I have the daily chart pulled up. I don't think I do. We're basically in a range on the daily for the last week or so. And to think that Nvidia is going to be the one thing that can get us out of there, not really sure. Not really sure. I mean, the chart will definitely be volatile. Like, just watch Nasdaq and Q at the close today. It's gonna be whipping around. Should be good. Should be good. As far as movement goes, if you're trying to pass evals or something. Otherwise, yeah, I don't think it's gonna lead to a major trend. It could. Again, it has a slight chance. But we shall see. Perhaps a little move down here towards the bottom of the range. Oh, Kyle Chen. Sorry, I missed your comment. Your favorite live trader. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Glad you're enjoying the stream. And anyone else out there enjoying the stream? I don't have to be your favorite or anything, but hey, if you generally like what's going on here, that like button. Very simple gesture, and it helps. That's more like it, Jesse. That's more like it. I would rather be someone's favorite jiu-jitsu practitioner than trader. That's just me. Thank you, Blue Collar. I appreciate that. Tom, I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say you're my favorite Tom. All right. All these other Toms, they've been okay. They've been okay. But Tom, 3 out of 15, cream of the crop. Blue Collar, I've been doing jiu-jitsu for a little more than a year now. So not too long, just kind of beginning my journey. But I really, really, really enjoy it. Yes, my kids, I have 2 sons, they both do jiu-jitsu as well, so does my wife. Well, family activity. Family of killers, that's right, buddy. Don't mess with us. We are getting very close to the bottom of the range. We'll see if we can make it. This is interesting on the 5-minute chart here. This is basically a big bullish hammer if it can close anywhere up here. Yeah, Tom, I tend to think that tomorrow might be decent. I don't want to get my hopes up though. I've been hurt before. Nvidia certainly could be a breath of fresh air for the market. Right on, Luis. Good to have you, man. Nasdaq also popping down. Looks like it might head to the bottom of the range. So with such a clear range, we can for sure shift our mindset to range plays. So looking to buy down here, sell up here, but it does matter quite a bit how we get to each of those areas. So if we just launch up from here and just start stacking greens, we're not going to want to sell at the top, and we would actually look for a breakout and retest. But if we just kind of chop around, you know, some red bars, some green bars, kind of do this number up to the top, we would be looking for a sell here. So we would be looking for a nice bearish reversal bar as an aggressive entry, a lower high as a more conservative entry, and then a failed second entry long as the entry with the most confirmation. So those would be the 3 ways to get in once we get to the top. Big green bar here on a 5-minute basis. Yeah, good trades are always worth the wait, that's for sure. Jeff, good to see you, man. This is you know, I'll never be upset for anyone sleeping in. I wish I could sleep in myself. Sounds really nice. Then of course I couldn't hang out with you lovely folks, so maybe it's not all it's cracked up to be. The guilt isn't worth it. Wow, you know, I love sleep, and I'm a big fan. I am one of sleep's biggest fans, so I don't usually have guilt when I'm sleeping in. Unless I miss a really banger trade. Alright, coming back to test the bottom of the range. It's looking pretty heavy. Nasdaq's already there. We'll see if we get any buying reaction here. Toad, I missed the joke in your question, Toad. What's the difference between a good signal bar and a bad singles bar? That's funny. At first I thought it was a legit question. I was like getting ready to answer too. Well, a good single bar is... Oh, wait. I don't know. I'm happily married, okay? Not sure. Yeah, we need a punchline on that one, Toad. We need a stat. Alright, let's see if we can get a failed breakout on the Nasdaq. It's pretty weak, so I wouldn't would not probably trade this one. The S&P looks better. A little bit stronger. Yeah, I don't really like that bar for a failed breakout. Really, I'd want to see this get down to closer to the overnight low. Brian Murph. What's going on, Brian Murph? What type of 2000 tick chart are you using on S&P? The answer's in the question, my friend. There's no... I am not aware of any other types of tick charts. A tick chart is just a tick chart of the 2000 variety, meaning each bar represents 2000 transactions in the market. Deer tick, Lone Star tick, Rocky Mountain wood tick. Yep, those are varieties of tick charts I don't want to deal with. Yeah, Toad, I did expand my prop firm palette. I like the way I like that phrasing. Yeah, basically the idea is just to diversify. I don't want to have all my eggs in one basket. I've never personally had any problems with Apex. I've always been paid out consistently, even in these last couple months when they've had controversy. I've still been getting payouts, so everything's good there. But you know, I don't want to. This is what I do full time, right? So I don't want to just assume that everything is always going to be cool. So expanding out, adding some other prop firms to the mix. Might as well, right? It's all, I can copy trade everything with one click. So you know, why not, you know? So yeah, the ones that I have listed there, I have been trying out over the past couple months, and I've had a good experience with all of them. So if I do have any problems, I will cease to recommend them, I promise you. But everything's been good, and I you know, all the customer service has been legit. Yeah, so feel free to check all those out. Gotcha, Brian. Yeah, not all platforms have tick charts. And there's a lot of platforms that have filtered data with their tick charts. Like, I think Thinkorswim, maybe you can get a tick chart, but it's filtered data. So yeah, I'm sorry I can't answer a bunch of questions about which platform does what and all that. I don't know. I only trade on NinjaTrader, so that's all I can speak to. Yeah, and I really like NinjaTrader too, so if you've never tried it, it's worth a try. FF Greg asks, is there any sort of lag with the copy trade function? Sometimes, but what I have is I always make sure I have all my positions, my positions tab open. So if there's any lag, if there's any problem, I can just flatten everything, or flatten the specific account or whatever it is. So yeah, it's not perfect by any means, but I haven't had any major problems with it. Toad, I agree. Fast Track Trader is probably the most interesting to me, because you go straight to funding, no evaluation stage, straight to funding. So far they're not on NinjaTrader, so you have to get another platform like Quant Tower or just Rhythmic, use their actual trading platform. So, but you know, they said they're going to be adding some other platforms, so hopefully that's coming. But yeah, the model I think is pretty dang cool. Straight to funding, and then you can take out payouts anytime. FTT link is not working, huh? Let me test that out. I may not have entered it right. Weird, yeah, it doesn't seem to be Well, the link works, but my code doesn't seem to be working. I don't know if that's because I'm trying to use my own code or not, but yeah, I'm having a problem with that one too. I will look into that. Oh, here. Yeah, I got the wrong link posted, so let's try this one. Yeah, see if that works for you. Got a different link in there. Jack Martin, sorry I missed your question. Can you use Heiken Ashy candles with this? I've never tried, probably. The problem with Heiken Ashy candles is that you don't get the details. Like, that's the whole point of those candles, right? Is to blur out the details so that you can follow trends. So kind of different, you know. It would not be, you'd probably not get the same kind of like two-leg correction. It would look more just like one leg probably. So I'm sure you could modify it, figure out a different way to do it. I don't know. I've never played around with it, so I'd be interested to hear how that goes. We are still chopping around in the range, ladies and gentlemen. Really no opportunities here. Kind of a divergence going on too. S&P has been moving up, albeit not that much. And Nasdaq has been moving down. Maybe start to get a bounce here. But Nasdaq clearly looking a lot weaker. FX Spartan / Tom. I am looking into that. I think I'm gonna reach out to Fast Track and see what's going on. But yeah, it does look like my code for Fast Track's not working right now. But I believe my code is working for Tick and Take Profit, which are both fantastic deals. So you can also look into those in the meantime. Jenna, what's up? What's up? For SPY, I typically just look on 5-minute time frame, but I'm not trading SPY. I'm trading ES. So yeah, for ES, I use a 2000 tick chart. Jim, hello, good morning. How often do I do live trading? Right now, I'm doing it on YouTube every morning. In this format. And then on the Discord, I have a live feed of my screen for premium members, and also there's a live trading channel. It's like a text channel where I'm constantly updating what positions I'm looking for, pictures of my chart, etc. And that's throughout the day, so that's all during market hours. S&P yet again on this range low. I need to see a little bit lower of action in order to buy. I really want to test here. We've only barely touched it. Not really. I want to see a good solid test down there. Jeff, I appreciate that. Man, just dropping nuggets of wisdom, stuff that makes you go, whoa. Brushing your teeth is the only time you clean your skeleton. All right. Cool, man. There's a lot of new people hopping on. Welcome, everybody. Glad you're here. And as always, if you are in the place where you're like, ah, this is pretty cool. I like what this guy's doing. Best way to show your support is just click a tiny little like button. We got like 100 people in here, only 46 likes. There's got to be more people than that actually like what they're doing. If you don't like what you're doing right now, I mean, what are you even doing? But I'd appreciate that. Yeah, like I just said what I needed to see on the S&P. Gotta come and test the bottom of that range better. The Nasdaq just, man, continuing to look bearish. Looking at a possible channel here that's just now having a break. If we can get back to the EMA, I might consider a short. Yeah, Toad, we're leveling up around here apparently. Nasdaq dropping again. We have not yesterday's low. Yeah, it is yesterday's low. They're down below us. Still interested in a short. I'll be watching on the pullback. See if we can get a good setup there. On ES, we are now officially at this range bottom, right around this overnight low. I'd be kind of hesitant to buy just because of what the Nasdaq's doing and how weak it is. Otherwise, I'd be really eager to look for a buying opportunity around here. We'll see how it sets up. We'll see how the Nasdaq, if the Nasdaq starts launching up and we get a good long setup on the S&P, great. All right, we were getting the bounce off the bottom of the range. Nasdaq's still weak though, so still not quite interested in a long. But could very well be interested in a short on Nasdaq. Need to see two clear legs. So far we have a pullback. Need one push down and then one more pullback, and then looking for a bearish bar right here at the EMA. So that's what I would need on the NAS. There's our push down. Let's see how it sets up. Toad, your question, could this be a spike in a weak channel? For sure, but it's so rangy that like this isn't even something that you can really trust, right? Definitely helpful to identify just so we can see, yes, there is a bit of a bearish bias, but this is not a strong channel that you could really trust too much. And like I said, more interested on the Nasdaq here. See if this EMA holds. We need the EMA to hold as resistance. Alright, so here we are getting that second attempt. This might be worth trying out. See if we can get back on a limit order. Waiting for a lower high would definitely be the best option here. Yeah, we'll see. We might be able to sneak a limit order back and get a lot better risk to reward on this thing. Either way, I'm going to go with the small position. I think I'm going to wait on a lower high. This may work out. Maybe you want to try it, but this isn't two super clear legs to me. You know, technically you do have a pullback, one move down right here, and another pullback. And there is a nice bearish bar, but this kind of visually just looks like one leg and a move down. So if we can come up and get a lower high, that would certainly confirm it. And just the fact that the S&P is in a range is making me wait for that additional confirmation. If the S&P was in the same kind of downtrend as the Nasdaq was right now, I would just go for it. Hey, Bill, good morning. Gaspar, what is up? The news in 15 minutes is not going to do anything, Jasper. Sorry to burst your bubble. If you're trading crude oil futures, you know, you'd want to watch for that, but it's not going to do anything to the equities market. Hey, coffee, it's been a minute. Alright, let's see if this bar reverses. Yeah, the big news that the market is waiting for right now is Nvidia earnings after the close, especially the Nasdaq. You know, for sure watch that. Come on, bar. Reverse bearish, baby. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. If this closes above the EMA, forget it. Yeah, it looks like that's what's gonna happen here. Yeah, so it looks like more likely than anything, the Nasdaq is going to just head back into the range. S&P is remaining strong. Has not even tested the overnight low yet. At this point, to be able to short, not really interested in a short on the S&P, just way too rangy. But the Nasdaq still has a chance if this bar closes below the EMA and then we get a lower high. So far doesn't look like it. We want this bar to come down, or maybe if it's on the next bar, whatever. We just want to see the market come back down below the EMA and then get a lower high, and that's the pattern we'd be looking for. But this is starting to gain some strength, starting to reverse, and that makes sense because if you look at the price action, we had a move down, we had a break, we had a new low. That's when we would expect a reversal. I was hoping that we would get one more rejection on the EMA, but yeah, this pattern makes a lot of sense, and that would have been certainly more aggressive to take a short after the downtrend already played out. Hoping for it to set up really well. It did not. It's all good. So now we're just watching this uptrend to see how it develops. On ES, this is really tempting to take a short just because this channel is holding, but it's so range-like, there's not really high probability. Especially with the Nasdaq all of a sudden gaining some strength. That last bar on ES was very tempting. I agree, Matt. Very tempting. I had to look away. Yeah, you got this downtrend on the S&P. Very clearly 2 legs back. Nice bearish bar. It's just so range-like, though. You know, maybe if you're taking a little scalp, but I wouldn't trust this to go all the way and make a new low, which would be where my target is. Yeah, so see here, this is exactly why I wouldn't want to take the short. Again, depends on your target. If you're going for a scalp, like just a point or two, this is a really tempting trade. I would say even a pretty decent one. But given the range structure, like you can't expect this to go and make a new low, which is where my target would be. I'm looking to, yeah, just that's what I like setting my target as, the swing low or swing high. So I need a setup that is conducive to that, this not being one of them. All right, Nasdaq still popping up. We're back into the range, so this is pretty important to note. And already confirming our, I'm sure everyone's suspicions that this is likely a range day. Given the time of year, given no substantial news, earnings after the close, you had to know the most likely scenario for the day is just chopping in this kind of action. So I'd still expect more of that. More of that. I'm sorry, Jeff. It's just facts. It's just facts. ES now breaking out of this channel, but because of the range structure, we are not going to expect that it would make a new low. However, if we get a really solid confirmation, I might take a little scalp. That's a pretty good looking bar. We can get a lower high after this, I'd consider. Move down. One more little attempt higher. Rejection. You could take that. I probably won't target all the way to the bottom. I'll look to maybe just get 1-to-1. Yeah, this kind of might be the day for more quick hits, quick scalps, rather than looking for my usual targets. See what you got, S&P. Come on now. Come on, S&P, do something. If we're keeping track of even the little short-term trends in here, S&P most recently has 2 legs up. So even though we're not really expecting huge follow-through from this channel because it's so weak and rangy, at the moment our uptrend is played out, so we would more expect a move down than a move up here. But that's why if we can get a solid push below the EMA and a lower high setup, I'll be down for that. But yeah, the main thing for today, guys, this is not the kind of price action where you're like, yeah, let's take full positions, let's really try to make some big bucks. Not the day for it. Not the day for it. Nor is it the day of like, man, let's see how many trades we can get. This is very choppy price action. You don't have anything going news-wise. The market has been in a range for several days. Keep it light. Keep it light. Tom, I always appreciate your Delta callouts. That's a good added perspective for us for sure. Would love to have you in the Discord too, Tom. You'd be a great addition to the team. Just throwing it out there. I'm sure everyone else would agree. Oh, you're there. Okay. Tom, 3 out of 15. Perfect. Perfect. Well, hey, man. Would love to your insights in the live trading rooms. Oh, that's okay. I thought you might have been the other Tom. Okay. Sweet. Sweet. Yeah. Keep us updated on the Delta throughout the day. That'd be cool. You predicted this little move down for sure. Alright, let's see if we can get that lower high. If so, I might take a stab at a quick scalp. Don't know that I'll be holding for any sort of larger move. On the Nasdaq too, I could be interested in a lower high. Could also actually be a first entry and a second entry that fails. Be a solid reversal pattern, so I'm open to it. I'm open to it. No good on the S&P. We're back above the EMA there. Looks a little bit better on the Nasdaq because we have not actually closed above the EMA. Man, oh man. Chop City, ladies and gentlemen. First attempt up. Looks like it's going to be failed. One more little attempt up would get me convinced on the ES. I'd still consider a lower high on the Nasdaq if we can tick above this high and then turn down really bearish. I'd take that for a scalp. But nope, we got an inside bar. Bummer, getting that push down with no real setup there. It's not high probability at all to go short under an inside bar. If this had ticked higher first, that'd be exactly what I was looking for, but not on an inside bar. And then on the ES, you had a bullish body finish above the EMA. EMA is flat, also not high probability. Boy, this looks like it's going to make a new low without giving us anything. So close on that failed second entry long. So close. Bar just didn't quite look good. Indeed, JMU. We got some serious sloth action today. Also, JMU, good to see you in here, man. Thanks for stopping by. Guys, I have not even drank any water today. This is not good. That's why we haven't got a setup. Been slacking on my hydration. S&P is made a double bottom, looks like. Not quite a new low. Once it does, we would expect a bounce. Could bounce off this double bottom. But yeah, either way, we're not going to get a setup here anytime soon. The next thing I would look for on the ES, hopefully, we can get a nice reversal pattern. So this downtrend has a break, has a new low now. Now this is really key if we get any follow through below the overnight low. I'm not expecting us to. We're in a range structure. More expecting us for this to be a failed breakout. So I'm going to be looking for a reversal pattern here. What I'd want to see is move up. One attempt down that fails, two attempts down that fail. Nvidia is selling, huh? Dropping ahead of earnings. Well, it just looks like everything is. Not just Nvidia. Semis in general, AMD is down pretty good. So anywho, I'm hoping for a reversal pattern. I think that would set up a lot better than a nasty choppy downtrend. We'll see. So that's what I'm looking for on both indices, especially the S&P, because the Nasdaq has been weaker. And the Nasdaq actually, if this continues down, I do like this downtrend because it's been weak all day. So that's what I'd be looking for, either a reversal pattern on the S&P or a continued downtrend on the Nasdaq. But I'm gonna hop over to the Discord for the rest of the day. Thank you guys for hanging out. All you new folks, welcome. Appreciate you hopping in. Have a great day, guys. Trade safe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.